non-deterministic finite automata, or in short it is written NFA, or in some other books it is written NDFA. So I will be using the word NFA, it's a popular word, NFA, DFA, NFA. Okay. So this DFA and NFA, they differ only in the definition of delta. Suppose you are in a state, you read a symbol. The symbol is 0 or 1, or suppose a symbol A. Suppose I am going to one state. This is one kind of representation. Another way is, you are in a state, by reading a symbol, same symbol, if you want, you can go to 0, 1 or more states. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Qk, or Qn, right? By reading one symbol, so if you define that you can go to many states, 0, 1 or more states, that means you are giving some power, extra power to your machine. Okay. So this is a transition, a deterministic transition. This is a non-deterministic transition. Here you know, by reading a symbol exactly, you will go to which state. Here you cannot say that by reading A, whether you will go to Q1 or you will go to Q2 or your machine will go to Qk state. Okay. So this one, after you are in it, if it is deterministic, it will go to one state. Q0 state में 0 देखकर Q0 state को जाएगा. One state or Q1 state को जाएगा. Only one state. Okay. Every output is only a single state. But in non-deterministic, you cannot say that. Okay. Either you can go to Q1 or you can go to Q2 or you can go to Q3. So that is a another possibility. So that if you that type of by reading A, that type of transition functions exist in your state transition diagram (STD) of a machine, then that you can call that is a NF. Only this difference, nothing else. Okay. Another another machine is there, which we are telling NFA with epsilon transition. NFA, another machine, third machine. Okay. So finite automata, if you think of finite automata, are of three types. One is a DFA, another is NFA, another is NFA with epsilon transition. NFA with epsilon transition says that without reading any symbol, you can also change your state. That is only the difference. NFA epsilon में difference क्या है? By reading epsilon, also you can change your states. Some of your states, Qn. Okay. It can be any state, not necessarily initial state. It can be any state. Okay. Here epsilon transition exists. Here only symbol is there, but by reading a single symbol, there is a possibility of going to several states, 0, 1 or more states. Here only one is only deterministic. You can determine which state it will go. So there are the three different varieties of finite automata exist. Okay. So are you getting the difference? This is an example of a DFA. Suppose I will write. So this concept will help me to design the DFA or the finite automaton for many complicated problems. These two, NFA, epsilon. Suppose I am giving an example. Where NFA is used and why it is required to define this type of concept. Okay. Let me. I am interested that set of all strings. So let us design a DFA which will accept the set of all binary strings with 0, 0, 0, 1 as a substring. Okay, 01 as a substring. That means, can you write down its language in language form? What actually I mean? 01 is a substring है. Means 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. Is it accepted? Because 0, 1 is a substring. 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. Is it accepted? Because 0, 1 is a substring. Okay. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. It is also accepted because 0, 1 is a substring. So many such strings you can write down. This is the language for which I am interested to design a finite automata. Right? So you can, that means I want that 0, any 0, 1 तो रहेगा. हाँ, इसका लेफ्ट साइड either 0 or 1, any number of 0, 1 star, all possible binary strings, and 0, 1 star. This is another representation of a language. So shorthand representation of a language. Okay. But इसको अगर it's an infinite collection. If you want to write in a shorthand notation, so for this particular example, I can write this is the thing I want, that 0, 1, all possible binary strings over 0, 1. 0, 1 must be there as per my question, and after that 0, 1 star might be there. Any string you can add. 0, 1, this is one example. Before a string of 0 and 1, after a string of 0, 1. But 0, 1 must be there. And star, you know, star means epsilon must be there. Star is called the clean closure of 0, 1, 0, 1. All possible binary strings, including the null string epsilon. इसको अगर epsilon बना दोगे, then ये वाला आ जाएगा. यहाँ पर epsilon है, right? Once you are getting in this form, it is easy to design your MSC, ये finite automata. You see, Q0. That means what I want, 0, 1 star. एक class में हम किए थे that 0, 1. If I write all possible 0, 1 things will come. So 0, 1 star हो गया यहाँ पर. First one. Then 0, you go to one state. Then 1, you go to another state. Then here again any number of 0 and 1, if I want, I can. This is 0, 1 star. This is 0, 1. This is 0, 1 star. And which one I will make the final state? Because 0, 1 must be there. So I will make this my final state. Can anyone tell that it is a DFA or NFA or NFA transition? NFA epsilon? Which type of finite automata I have constructed? This is an NFA. Why? You can check that here by reading 0, 0, 1 means by reading 0, you can go to Q0, you can also go to Q1. By reading one symbol, इसको अगर हम, if you want to write in another form, Q0, 0, क्या करोगे, क्या लिखोगे यहाँ पर? Q0, 0 का क्या definition इस machine में I have given? Either you can go to Q0, because यहाँ पर लिखा है, or you can also go to Q1. Set you can write. Either you can go to Q0 or you can go to Q1, like this one. So this is not DFA, this is not deterministic. You cannot determine by reading 0 whether you will go to Q0 or you will go to Q1. Because of this rule, particular rule, all other rules are deterministic. Means delta, यहाँ पर लिखा है Q0, 1, it says you go to Q0. This is only one, Q0, 1. Another rule is there, Q1. Third rule, you can write delta, Q1, 0. Again, another interesting thing that Q1, 0 को देखकर क्या करेगा, not yet defined. That's why NFA definition में I have given, this is my DFA definition. DFA one transition, एक transition. This is not the entire one. Only if this type of transition exists in your STD, then that machine you call DFA. If this type of transition exists, any one such transition exists, then you call it an NFA. If epsilon transition exists, then you call it an NFA, and epsilon transitions are also. So this is an example. This is a finite automaton, you can immediately say. But more specifically, if someone will ask you what is exactly this machine, then better answer is it is an NFA, not a DFA. Right? Why? Because of this one. By Q0 reading 0, you are going to Q0 or you are going to Q1. Another is by Q1 reading 0, not yet defined. You are going to an empty state, null state, empty state, empty set. Q1 0 is not defined. You have not given anything, right? And 4 delta Q1 1, that is defined, only 1, Q2. And fifth में delta Q2 0 is says Q2. Sixth delta Q2 1 is Q2 1 also Q2. So STD form, this is this form. Okay. So if it is an NFA, better you write the set form. In this way, you can differentiate a DFA versus an NFA. If you want to write in this notation, then better the output you write in a set form. Because many possibilities are there. Output, you can go to many states. Okay. Are you getting one example of an NFA or any doubt? DFA, yes. NFA में very simple. Only यहाँ पर तो previously last class तक जितना पढ़े तो सब DFA है. But यहाँ पर this is one example I have given where by reading one symbol you are going to several states. Possibilities are there. And NFA definition will help us to design quickly a finite automaton for which will accept this language. Okay. बहुत easy हो जाएगा तुम्हारा. We'll see many problems. We'll see. NFA construction is much easier than DFA construction. Okay, but practical part is you cannot implement this concept. This is not practical part. Practically, you cannot implement this. No such machine exists which is non-deterministic. Okay. In a sequential machine I am saying, but you can achieve it using parallelism. यहाँ पर एक processor, this is another processor. So one processor will do this work, and at the same time another processor will do this work. In this way, so this is a NFA is a kind of parallelism. So parallel algorithm. But DFA is a in sequential machine you can achieve this DFA, right? So हम next class में पढ़ेंगे if you want to implement using your laptop, using your computer, हमारे पास तो एक ही machine है. So if you want to implement a concept or write a DFA, you want to design a DFA for the same problem, you can design it. Okay. So how to find how to design an equivalent DFA for this NFA? That is one chapter which we will discuss in the next class. Okay. The algorithm or the construction method by which you can convert a NFA to DFA. Because for implementation that is the requirement. Okay. For problem solving purpose, first we can try NFA. If NFA, as this is easy, and then we'll, by looking this NFA, once a solution we have, then by looking that solution, we can immediately or easily design a DFA. यहाँ पर अगर हम एप्सिलॉन लिख देंगे ये इस टाइप का मशीन हो जाएगा. NFA with एप्सिलॉन मोड. एनी ट्रांजिशन अगर एप्सिलॉन है तो दैट इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ NFA with एप्सिलॉन मोड. ओके. एंड दिस इज वन शॉर्ट हैंड, इसको बोलते हैं रेगुलर एक्सप्रेशन. फर्स्ट क्लास में किए थे हम. सो रेगुलर एक्सप्रेशन. ओके. अनदर नोमेनक्लेचर बिकॉज इट्स एन एक्सप्रेशन. ओके. यूजिंग स्टार को क्या बोलते हैं? तो स्टार को बोलते हैं क्लीन क्लोजर. इसे प्रीरिक्विजिट में स्टार. ओके. सिग्मा सपोज 0 1 ऑलरेडी वी हैव रिटन. सपोज सिग्मा इज 0 1. सिग्मा स्टार इज कॉल्ड द क्लीन क्लोजर ऑपरेशन ऑफ 0 ओवर 0 1. इसमें क्या रहेगा? एप्सिलॉन रहेगा, 0 रहेगा, 1 रहेगा, 0 0 रहेगा, 0 1 1 0 1 1. all possible length 2, all possible length 3, 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1. Then all possible binary strings of length 4, 0 0 0 0 0. In this way, sigma star, which is also you can write 0, 1 star. Okay, star means all possible binary strings over this alphabet 0 1. Already we have discussed that I am writing again. So sigma star is this one. Another thing is there that is called positive closure and written as sigma plus or any set plus. Plus means positive closure. Star means clean closure. Clean is one mathematician who has defined this. Concatenation को बार-बार if you use, okay, then use length of the string you can increase. That is called the clean closure. This is one operation using concatenation. Okay, repeated concatenation. Positive closure क्या है ना, सेम सिग्मा स्टार. इफ यू जैसे पॉजिटिव नंबर नेगेटिव नंबर होता है तो यहाँ पर तो देयर इज नो कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ नेगेटिव इन केस ऑफ स्ट्रिंग बाइनरी. So if you just delete this epsilon, all other things if you write, that is called the positive closure. Is it okay? Positive closure means सब है except epsilon. 0 1 0 0 0 1 लेंथ 2 का, लेंथ 1 का, लेंथ 2 का, लेंथ 3 का you can write. तो सिग्मा प्लस और सिग्मा स्टार में क्या डिफरेंस है? सिग्मा स्टार से इफ यू सब्ट्रैक्ट epsilon then it is equal to sigma plus. This is the difference. क्लीन क्लोजर से अगर एप्सिलॉन को तुम डिलीट कर दोगे माइनस, जैसे दोनों सेट थ्योरी तो a minus b I have written. This is one set, this is another set. That's why I have given this curly bracket. Curly bracket denotes it's a set. Only one element is there, that is called epsilon. So sigma star minus epsilon is equal to sigma plus, positive closure. Okay. And language का क्या definition दिए थे? What we had given the definition of a language? The first definition is any collection of strings will give you a language, right? यहाँ पर ये this is one language because it's a collection of strings. The universal language is sigma star. All possible strings यहीं पर है. Okay. So उसका एक collection subset I am taking. So if L subset of sigma star, okay, then L is a language. Implies L is a language. So if, then you can write if L subset of sigma star, this is the first definition we had given. Sigma star अगर पता है उससे कुछ ले आओ, that will give you a language. So this is general definition of a language. But finite automata का language क्या definition होगा? So language of DF. If I will define specifically, so सब लैंग्वेज को वो एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेगा. लैंग्वेज ऑफ डीएफ का क्या एक नाम है, क्या बोलते हैं उसको? एनीवन टेल? फर्स्ट क्लास तो सेकंड क्लास में हम पढ़े थे रेगुलर लैंग्वेज. ओके. इफ ए फाइनाइट ऑटोमेटा एग्जिस्ट फॉर ए कलेक्शन फॉर ए लैंग्वेज, दैट लैंग्वेज इज कॉल्ड रेगुलर लैंग्वेज. उसका एक नाम है. उसका डेफिनेशन क्या होगा? So DFA is given or find NFA is given. Suppose this is one DFA. तो उसका language means ये एक language का example हम दिए 0 0 0 0 1 0. Why this is a language? Because it satisfies my first definition. Because it's a collection of sigma star. It's a subset of sigma star. All possible binary strings क्या है यहाँ पर? ये कुछ है collection. So this is a language. But this is also a regular language because a finite automaton exists for that language. So this, whatever in the first we have started, this is an example of a regular language. Okay. You cannot construct the finite automaton for all possible languages. So we'll start, that's why other machines definitions are required, right? That we'll discuss. But as we have already constructed a finite automaton for this language, so this is an example of a regular language. Now, Now, in theory of computation or in formal language automata theory, so if you want to express in a generic definition, in a mathematical way, if you want to write this, इसको regular language का definition क्या है, और how to know that, how to define a language of a DFA mathematically. Okay, so I'm writing one so that you can understand. एक डेफिनेशन DFA दिया है, suppose it is M is a DFA and L of M is the language accepted by this machine. M दिया है means suppose this is given or this one is given. Okay, machine is given और इसका 5 component whatever form it is given. Machine is given. Now we want to define what is the language of this DFA. कैसे करेंगे? Language क्या है? उसमें कुछ string रहेगा. स्ट्रिंग को कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं? W. ओके, सो W, हाउ टू नो दैट W इज ए स्ट्रिंग? सब स्ट्रिंग कहां पर है? सिग्मा स्टार में है. सिग्मा स्टार कंटेन्स ऑल पॉसिबल स्ट्रिंग्स, ऑल पॉसिबल बाइनरी स्ट्रिंग. अगर सिग्मा बाइनरी है 0 1, अगर डेसिमल है देन ऑल द डेसिमल नंबर्स विल बिकम्स टू सिग्मा स्टार. सो लैंग्वेज ऑफ DFA means you have to, some collections of strings are there. So observe it carefully. I am repeating it again. So some strings W belongs to this language. W is a string. This is the definition. W is a string because I have taken one element of sigma star. That means W is a string. So which string belongs to the language? All strings will not belong to the language. First class we have seen this example. In this example we have seen that 0 ये language of this machine में नहीं है. एक machine का ये नहीं है, but this one is belongs to the language. Okay, so if it is accepted by a machine, then that string belongs to the language. तो उसको क्या लिखेंगे? Just carefully check here. You start from the initial state. एक स्ट्रिंग को प्रोसेस करोगे W. हाउ टू प्रोसेस दैट? योर डेल्टा विल हेल्प यू, गाइडिंग रूल विल हेल्प यू. डेल्टा Q0 sequential one after another you process it. Okay, finally you go to one state. सब प्रोसेस करने के बाद finally will go to one state. Okay, if you are confused with delta, I am using another symbol, say delta cap. Delta cap means it's a transition function for a string. Delta, because I had used delta for symbol, I am using another notation. So delta cap, if you want I can define it formally, but delta cap means it's called the extended transition function. It's called extended transition function. So if W is 0 0 0, 0 के लिए एक डेल्टा, एक 0 के लिए another delta, this 0 के लिए another delta. So delta is a local map, delta cap is a global map. It's globally you are processing the entire string. Delta cap meaning is that after processing the entire string, how to process the entire string? You have to take the help of delta locally. Delta का जो definition दिया है आज for your machine, ये एक डेल्टा दिया है, ये एक डेल्टा दिया है. ओके, सो यूजिंग दिस डेल्टा यू प्रोसेस द एंटायर थिंग्स. यू विल डेफिनेटली रीच एट ए वन स्टेट आफ्टर प्रोसेसिंग दिस. एंड टू अभी क्या है? यू हैव टू चेक दैट दिस UF must belongs to the final state. If it belongs to the final state, if it is a final state, how to know that it's a final state? तो हमारा 5 component में F is given. F is the set of final states and QF is one of the final states. Then if this condition holds true, then that W belongs to the language. This is a mathematical definition of a language. If you have understood, fine. Otherwise I am repeating again. So language of DFA, ये क्वेश्चन आता है सब एग्जाम में. define the language of a DFA. एक डेफिनेशन समझ में आ जाएगा तो NFA एप्सिलॉन, पुश डाउन ऑटोमेटा का लैंग्वेज, टूरिंग मशीन का लैंग्वेज, एवरीथिंग इज मैथमेटिक्स डेफिनेशन, मैथमेटिकल डेफिनेशन यू कैन डिफाइन इन दिस वे. ओके, आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग or any doubt? I'll repeat it again. Okay, so this says a string is given, machine is given M. इसको start from the initial state, Q0 is the initial state. Process the string one after another. Finally, if you are reaching at the final state QF, if you are reaching at a state and that QF belongs to the set of final states, then that W, जिसको वो machine process करके final state को ले जाता है, that W belongs to the language of the machine, language of the DFA. This is the definition of language definition of where delta cap denotes is the extended transition function. Transition function को definition को extend कर देंगे for a string, because transition function is defined over symbols. Transition functions are defined over a symbol. Okay, so delta cap is defined over a string directly, right? Or any doubt? So these are some mathematical definitions of DFA. इसी concept को हम रिपीट करेंगे भी नेक्स्ट क्लास में, सो दैट ये थोड़ा मैथमेटिकल सिंबलिक बात है, बट इफ यू रिपीट इट मेनी टाइम्स ये सब माइंड में रह जाए. अगर ये समझ में आ गया, देन लैंग्वेज ऑफ NF यहीं पर लिख देते हैं, लैंग्वेज ऑफ NF. एक समझ में आ गया मीन्स, सो सपोज N इज माई NF है, M N जो भी तुम, और D whatever you want you can write. Suppose N is my NF. The same, which string will be accepted? W belongs to sigma star, such that okay, delta cap. You have to again here also you have to start from the initial state, process that string by send. Okay, but because this is an NFA, finally after processing these things, you will reach at a set of states. Cannot be in one state. In DFA, it is always you will reach at a one state, but here you will reach at a many states. Say Q1, Q2, Q3, suppose Qk. You will reach at a set of states, right? And if any one, at least one of them is a final state, then we are saying W belongs to language. If any one or two, दो, तीन, many final states are also possible. Okay, but at least अगर a state is this state final after processing the entire thing, if one of these states is in F, one of the state Qi, okay, Qi I am writing. I means what is I? I can be one, Q1 हो सकता है, 2 हो सकता है, और K हो सकता है. But any one of the state Qi belongs to F. यहाँ पर लिखते हैं belongs to F. Set of parameters. Okay. Then that W is in language. Very simple. Is it clear or any doubt? Definition में चेक करो. Only difference is यहाँ पर DFA में only one state. यहाँ पर there is a possibility that after scanning the entire string, you can go to several states because it's a NFA. NFA में यही होता है. Many you can go to several states. Possibilities are there. So after processing the things, there is a possibility finally you can go to several states. So if any one of them is a final state, then entire string you can reach at the, you can say that is belongs to the final state. So suppose I am giving a new problem which I don't know how to solve. like your some mic problem previously it was there, and I asked all of you. If any one of you tell me the answer, that means my problem is solved. Are you getting? This is a kind of NFA we are using. NFA means if you are giving the task to one problem to many processors, if any one of the processor solves your problem, that means your problem has been solved. So if you want to express DFA NFA में difference, ये यहाँ पर Q0 state में start है, then it will go to one state Q1, then it will go to Q2, then it will go to Q3. Okay, so this is DFA transitions. This way. Okay, finally it will go to QF. This is my DFA. But NFA में क्या होता है? If you start from Q0, because there is a possibility, so you can go to Q1 or Q2 or Q3 or Q3. Again, by reading Q1 again branch, Q2 again branch, Q3 again branch, QK में suppose by reading Q1 reading 0, you are going to Q1, Q2, Q3. So यहाँ पर सब है branches है. So this is the difference between DFA and NFA. This is the DFA transition. This is NFA transition. NFA का अगर तुम डायग्राम करोगे, ओके, यहाँ का इस टाइप का डायग्राम, इस टाइप का आई एम जस्ट यहीं पर स्टेट डायग्राम. यहाँ पर जो होता है क्या, एक ही लाइन में है, एक ही चेन में है. दिस इज बिकॉज इट वाज अ DFA. एनी स्टेट में रीडिंग ए सिंबल ओनली there is a possibility that you will go to one state only. That's why it is always a single line. But NFA में अगर इसका डायग्राम करोगे एक स्ट्रिंग के लिए, इसका NFA, दिस इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ NFA. यहाँ पर एक सपोज ले जाओगे 0 0 1 1, इसका डायग्राम करो तो यू कैन ट्राई 0 0 1 1. Suppose I am giving this string and this is an NFA. Remember, this is not a DFA. Okay, इसका अगर you want to write in this way, this form, you want to store all the states, intermediate states, then you will see that the output of this one will be like a tree. If you want, we can also do that. Okay, I am writing here. If it is because machine is here, 0 0 1 1, and this is my machine. Okay, this is my machine. Is it now clearly visible? 0 0 1 1. You have to start from Q0. 0 0 देखकर क्या करेगा? Can anyone tell? Q0, read first symbol is 0. Okay, 0 check करके you will go to either Q0 or Q1. So here two transitions. Either you go to Q0 or you go to Q1. This is NFA. NFA I am writing. by reading क्या है यहाँ पर 0. इस में 0 है. By reading 0, either you will go to Q0 or you will go to Q1. Then अगर suppose you will go to Q0, next one is 0. Q0 0, क्या करोगे? Again two possibility, Q0 Q1, 0 Q1. Similarly Q1 by reading next क्या है? Next है Q1 by reading 0. Okay, Q1 reading 0. This says you go to Q1 reading 0, that is undefined. This part is undefined. यहाँ पर halt कर जाएगा. ये पाथ और एक्सप्लोर नहीं होगा. ये पाथ it will halt here. Now 0 0 स्कैन हो गया. अभी नेक्स्ट थर्ड सिंबल, ओके 1. तो Q0 1 को देखकर क्या करेगा? Q0 1 को देखकर Q0. तो हियर ओनली 1 का एक ही पाथ है. तो Q0 1, Q1 1, Q1 1 is Q2. ओके, ये फर्स्ट लेवल इज ओवर. सेकेंड लेवल में 0 स्कैन कर रहा है. थर्ड लेवल में 1 स्कैन कर रहा है. फोर्थ में अगेन अनदर लास्ट वन इज स्कैनिंग. सो Q1 1 is Q2. Okay, so if you want, you can give this arrow also. समझ में आ जाएगा. Then Q2, last one is 1. Q2 1 में Q2. This is the diagram for the string 0011. I have given this 0011. Machine is given this one. For this machine, I am drawing the state transitions, state to state transitions. This is another way. Okay. For our understanding purpose, okay, of course. If you write a simple program, you don't have to write this. Now question is, now suppose, now can you tell me that 0011 is accepted or not? So here, if you follow this 0011, you are reaching at a state, and Q2 is a final state. Or another path also exists, 0011, 0011. Here also, this is a final state, Q2 is a final state. So if at least one path will lead to the final state, then we can say that 0011 is accepted by this NF. 0011 is accepted because this also, you can see the pattern. 01 is a intermediate string for which we have already written. 0011 is of that form, that's why this is accepted. Right? So 0, 0, 1, 1. If you want to check, that also you can check. 0, 0, 1, 1. This is one I am directly coming 0, 0, 1 on this path. Okay. But 0 means either you write this one or 0 also you can start this way. 0, then 0, there is no 0. That means one path. If I will, because we are intelligent, that's why we are not exploring this. We are only exploring one path. 0, 0, 1 in our mind. But if you write the program, the computer will explore in this way all the possibilities. So we have to tell specifically when, because many possibilities are there, many paths are there, but when I will say that this is accepted by this machine, when computer will understand that, and if computer will finally give the output that yes, this is a valid string accepted by this NF. So for that we have to write a definition, and that definition we have just discussed. This one. So after processing, we will go to many states. Here after processing, we are going to, finally we are reaching at Q1 and Q2. Here after processing the strings, finally we are reaching at two states. Q1 may पहुंच सकते हो, Q2 में भी पहुंच सकते हो. Any both are same, so I am writing only one. Set में एक बार लिखा जाता है. So after processing the entire string, I am reaching at a state, at a set of states actually, because it's an NF, right? And if at least one of them belongs to final state, here यहाँ पर है final state, जितना भी है. As Q2 is a final state, so this string is accepted. You can take an example where this is rejected by this machine. Okay, take that. Is it clear or any doubt? So next class we'll see its interpretation, physical interpretation, some interesting examples, some applications, so that this concept will be more clear. Oh, sorry. Is it now clearly audible? All of you are listening?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If any doubt, you can tell me. Otherwise, I will just simply write another. This is one definition. Okay. In some book, if you follow some other book, they are saying because it is a state and set, it is a set, and F is also a set. Okay. You are reaching at a set of states, and F is the set of final states. ये दोनों का इंटरसेक्शन क्या मालूम है सेट थ्योरी में? ये कॉमन एलिमेंट ये. ओके, इफ द इंटरसेक्शन इज नॉन एम्प्टी. ओके, ये पार्ट को किसी बुक में ऐसे लिखा है. ओके, दिस पोर्शन यू कैन राइट इन अनदर वे दैट डेल्टा कैप Q0W, ये एक सेट है, ये पर्टिकुलर एक सेट है, ये जो है दिस इज ऑल्सो सेम थिंग. तो एंड एफ, ये दोनों का इंटरसेक्शन कर देना, ये दो सेट को इंटरसेक्शन कर देना। एंड तुमको पता है ये एक सिंबल है एम्प्टी सेट। डू नो दैट दिस इज एन एम्प्टी सेट, आइदर यू रीड दिस वन और यू राइट ओनली ब्रैकेट इफ दिस इज नॉट इक्वल टू 5। कुछ बुक में दिस इज रिटन इन दिस फॉर्म। If you follow the Hopcroft Ullman Motwani book, then you will find the definition of language in this form. So this and this both are same, okay? Because here it is clear, because this is my finally processing the entire string. I am reaching at Q1, Q2. What is my F? That means this is actually delta cap Q0 0 0 1 1. सबको प्रोसेस करने के बाद फाइनली यू आर रीचिंग एट दिस। एंड एफ क्या है इस एग्जांपल में, फाइनल स्टेट क्या है इसमें, ओनली 1 Q2। तो ये दोनों का कॉमन क्या है, ये दोनों का इंटरसेक्शन करोगे तो क्या होगा, Q2। ओके, होगा कि नहीं? इंटरसेक्शन आई थिंक यू नो सेट थ्योरी का। तो ये दोनों का डेल्टा क्या, Q0 0 0 1 1 intersection F is Q2। आज इंटरसेक्शन इज नॉन एम्प्टी, ये एम्प्टी नहीं, एम्प्टी होगा मीन्स कुछ फाइनल स्टेट एक भी नहीं है, बिकॉज फाइनल स्टेट के साथ हम इंटरसेक्शन कर रहे हैं। कॉमन क्या है, अगर कुछ भी फाइनल स्टेट इसमें नहीं है, हाउ टू राइट दैट, यू कैन राइट इन दिस वे, इफ दिस इज इक्वल टू 5, इफ इट इज इक्वल टू 5 और एम्प्टी सेट, ये भी लिख सकते हो और 5 भी लिख सकते हो। 5 इज डिनोटेड फॉर रिप्रेजेंटेड फॉर एम्प्टी सेट। ओके, so if it is a non-empty, that's a not equal to I have written. If it is a non-empty, then means you are reaching at some final state. I am using the word intentionally, some final state. Some means it can be 0, it can be 1, it can be at least 1. Okay, at least one final state must be there, or all can be the final state. That is the advantage, but it's the harm. Okay, but we have to just see at least a state is a final state after processing. Okay, so DFA NFA का डेफिनेशन जो बहुत सारा डेफिनेशन है इन डिफरेंट क्लासेस, वी आर डिस्कसिंग इन डिफरेंट वेज। तो स्लोली तो दिस एब्स्ट्रैक्ट मॉडल का ये जो एक इस टाइप का नोटेशन वो भी हमारा माइंड में आ जाएगा, ये भी रिक्वायरमेंट है। एंड इट विल इम्प्रूव आवर लॉजिकल स्किल्स और बिकॉज इस एवरीथिंग इन ए मैंने जो स्टार्टिंग से नहीं पढ़ा होगा ये सब उसको लगेगा कि क्या क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पर। ओके, वो बहुत बार होता है, मेनी सिंबल्स आई एम यूजिंग, बट इन द एब्स्ट्रैक्ट सेंस इट इज इन योर इम्प्रूव योर लॉजिकल एबिलिटी टू मैंने थिंकिंग एबिलिटी, योर एल्गोरिथम स्किल विल बी डेवलप्ड बाय राइटिंग दिस वे। स्लोली ये सब हो जाएगा, मैंने प्रैक्टिस करोगे तो हो जाएगा। और अदर क्लासेस आल्सो विल रिपीट दिस सो दैट इफ समथिंग यू हैव मिस्ड देन अगेन इट विल बी क्लियर। नाउ एनी डाउट यू जस्ट टेल मी। DFA NFA NFA एप्सिलॉन, NFA एप्सिलॉन का आज इंटेंशनली मैं एग्जांपल नहीं दे रहा हूँ, तो नेक्स्ट क्लास आई विल टू गिव दैट, बहुत सारा कॉन्सेप्ट आते टाइम हो जाएगा। तो यू सी क्या है हमारा जो आज whatever we have read, this DFA architecture, one example how this architecture is used, how using this algorithm or using this delta, how this architecture is processing a string that we are discussing here. Then the concept of DFA, NFA and NFA epsilon we have defined. Example of an NFA and a language we have taken. And the concept of जो actually जो parallelly we are reading that your first four basic strings, alphabet, actually ये उसी का concept है language। हाँ, तो फर्स्ट एक क्लास में मैं बताया नहीं था, सो आई एम रिपीटिंग इट हियर। तो क्लीन क्लोजर जो कनकाटेनेशन ऑपरेशन था उसको बार बार यूज करते हैं। देन सिग्मा स्टार क्लीन क्लोजर पॉजिटिव क्लोजर का डिफरेंस, ओनली डिफरेंस क्या है, इसमें एप्सिलॉन है, यहाँ पर एप्सिलॉन नहीं है। देन लैंग्वेज का डेफिनेशन, फर्स्ट डेफिनेशन जो हम पढ़े हैं। सो एक तो जो मैंने नेचुरल लैंग्वेज है, मैंने लैंग्वेज क्या है, यू कैन कम्युनिकेट वट एवर आई एम टेलिंग, यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड, दैट इज ए मीडियम ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, दैट इज वन डेफिनेशन। बट फॉर natural language processing, if you want to process it by a machine, then some mathematically definite we have to define, we have to encode it somehow so that my machine will accept any programming language. That's why उसको एक string बनाकर उसको take a collection, right? Then language का specific for a machine point of view, okay? If you can interpret in this way, suppose Python अगर तुम्हारा मशीन में नहीं है तो मशीन कैन नॉट अंडरस्टैंड पाइथन लैंग्वेज, ओके? सो सी पाइथन से डिफरेंट लैंग्वेज definition should be different, okay? That's why, so for a DFA the definition, NFA definition are two different things, okay? Because two different machines, their algorithms formats are different. That's why we have to define how mathematically what is the language of DFA, what is the language of NFA, or even may not be mathematically. If you want, you can write in your general sentence form. You can also say you process the string. You process a string. You are, after processing the string, you will go, finally you will reach at the set of states. If it is an NFA, if any one of these belongs to the final state, then that string is accepted by a NFA. That way also you can write, if that is more comfortable for you. But better you try to write down in your note so that slowly this notation also will be clear, okay? And next उसका जो state representation, state transition representation for a particular string. If you give another string, so there should not be a confusion between this string and this string, this diagram and this diagram, okay? This is the algorithm, this is the pura machine. This machine will accept infinite number of strings. This is for a particular string 0011. इसको अगर change कर दोगे another string, that also will be accept or reject, उसका और एक diagram मिलेगा उसको, right? So this is for a string, this is for the finite automata machine का state transition diagram. This is state transition diagram, okay? It contains many rules. This is the diagram, but this is using that rule you are processing the string and how exactly it is moving for a particular string, that dry run we are doing. एल्गोरिथम में जैसे ड्राई रन होता है, एक इनपुट देकर चेक करते हो, ये एल्गोरिथम है, उसका इसका इनपुट का बिहेवियर यू आर टेस्टिंग. दिस इज द इनपुट, हाउ दिस algorithm is working for one particular input that we are testing here for our understanding, right? जैसे if you have written a quicksort algorithm or merge sort algorithm, then you are giving an array and you are checking how exactly your algorithm is working. That is called dry run. Okay, pseudo code your algorithm का कोड कैसे काम करता है उसको टेस्ट करता है. तो ये this is that kind of diagram, but this is the algorithm itself, right? उसका रूल्स है यहाँ पर, और machine itself, machine algorithm वो सब हम यूज करेंगे the same context, right? So this is what we have covered. अगर okay, so finally I am doing that. सिग्मा, देखो ये सब जो सपोज दिस इज माई ऑल पॉसिबल लैंग्वेजेस, हम इसमें क्या करते हैं, थ्योरी ऑफ कंप्यूटेशन में वी आर डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 कैटेगरीज. वन इज ऑटोमेटा थ्योरी, another is computability theory, another is complexity. Suppose this is my all possible languages, all possible problems, and then some problems you can divide in this way. So these are all computable problems or solvable problems or decidable problems. Anything you can write. These are all decidable problems, and this portion is undecidable or unsolvable. If you are using solvable here, you write unsolvable or not computable. Usually, if you are writing problem के पास हम solvable, unsolvable बोलते हैं. अगर language, यहाँ पर encoding we are doing. Encoding language is the encoding of a problem. Give me a language, I will give you its corresponding problem. If you give me a problem, I will encode it to a language. So language and problem both are equivalent. Okay, but in this course will be more. This is a problem. This is language. LP भी बोल सकते हो problem. Okay. So all possible problems or all possible language, first you have to divide. Is it solvable or not? Then, if it is unsolvable, so इसका जैसे इस Venn diagram I am doing. If it is unsolvable, then you put it in this class. So don't again think of how to solve, because they are already unsolvable problems. So this is problem 1, problem 2, problem 3. I am telling problem 1, but I am writing L1, means language 1. Language problem both are same. Okay. So these problems are unsolvable, and these problems L4, L5, these are one element. This is a set. Set का element क्या है? Problems. Okay. Sorting, searching, fractional knapsack, traveling salesperson problem. All these are here. These are all unsolvable problems, whether God exists or not. Or what I told you, halting problem, post correspondence problem. Okay. So these are all examples in this category. First we have to, suppose a new problem will come, first we have to check whether it belongs to this one or this one. So if it is solvable, then we will think of an algorithm or logic for that. Right? We will think of an automata for that. That for which machine it is solvable. Is it for finite DFA? Is it for NFA? Is it for Poisson automata? Is it by a Turing machine? Okay. So that one architecture we have to first decide. But now we are into finite automata, but this definition is fixed, decidable, undecidable. This is for a Turing machine model. Okay. So Turing machine we will discuss after PDA. So after discussing that, we'll, mathematically we'll define what is a decidable problem, what is an undecidable problem, or with respect to the Turing machine model. Turing machine mathematical model. Okay. So now it's an informal one. Then another category, further you can divide this. If you want, you can further divide this into some category. That this is easy problem. This is all are solvable. Okay. Easy or hard based on the complexity. P or NP. NP complex. ये सब यहीं पर है. Okay. So traveling salesperson problem यहीं पर है. Because this is solvable, but it's a hard problem. इस category में है. Right? ये जो फर्स्ट क्लास में पढ़ाया था उसका जो एक वेन डायग्राम आई एम डिस्कसिंग. नाउ वी आर फर्स्ट वी हैव स्टार्टेड फाइनाइट ऑटोमेटा. देन उसका क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर सकता है. वी आर इन सॉल्वेबल पार्ट. ओके. फाइनाइट ऑटोमेटा में जो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व होगा वी आर डिस्कसिंग दैट. अज्यूमिंग दोज लैंग्वेजेस आर सॉल्वेबल, वी आर ट्राइंग टू सॉल्विंग दैट इन machine level 0-1 context में हम देखते हैं how it is solved a particular problem. Right? This is one thing. Next class में उसका इसको भी mathematical we can define, because ये सब decidability undecidability जब पढ़ेंगे how to prove what is the language को जैसे subset of sigma star अभी बोले language subset of sigma star. Okay. any subset of sigma star is a language. And if you know that 2 to the power set पता है तुम्हें? Do you know what is the power set of A? If A is AB, power set of A. Do you know that? Is phi empty set A, B.
Sir, all the possible elements of that set.
All the possible subsets of A.
Yeah, all the possible subsets.
Subsets of A. Here we are इसको भी इस टाइप का रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं 2 to the power A. ये भी एक रिप्रेजेंटेशन सब तुम पढ़े होगे. ये भी और है बिकॉज उसका हाउ मेनी एलिमेंट्स आर देयर. यहाँ पर अगर 2 एलिमेंट है, यहाँ पर 2 स्क्वायर 4 एलिमेंट. यहाँ पर अगर A B C 3 एलिमेंट्स, यहाँ पर 2 to the power 3 8 एलिमेंट. दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज अनदर रिप्रेजेंटेशन 2 to the power A और पावर सेट ऑफ A. इस वन सेट उसका पावर सेट क्या होगा? ऑल पॉसिबल सबसेट, राइट? और एनी कंफ्यूजन? इसका जितना सबसेट है मीन्स हाई एम्प्टी सेट इज सबसेट. इसका एलिमेंट 0 is 1 subset, 1 is 1 subset, 0 0 is 1 subset, 0 0 0 1 is 1 subset. To take any subset 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0, ये एक सबसेट. इसका जितना सबसेट है ऑल पॉसिबल सबसेट्स, उसका सेट अगर रिप्रेजेंट क्या किस टाइप का रिप्रेजेंट करोगे तुम? 2 to the power sigma star. Is it clear? So 2 to the power sigma star is a notation as usual. In set theory we are using that. 2 to the power sigma star means it's the all possible subset of a set. Set यहाँ पर sigma star है. 2 to the power sigma star क्या है? Now all possible subset of this. Can anyone tell? ये जो एक एक सबसेट है, इज इट माई लैंग्वेज? लैंग्वेज का डेफिनेशन क्या है? व्हाट इज ए लैंग्वेज? एनी सबसेट ऑफ सिग्मा स्टार इज ए लैंग्वेज. दिस इज वन लैंग्वेज, दिस इज वन लैंग्वेज. लेन ऑल दिस थिंग्स एंडिंग विथ 101, दैट इज ए सबसेट, दैट इज ऑल्सो ए लैंग्वेज. जितना लैंग्वेज है ऑल पॉसिबल लैंग्वेजेस, उसका सेट 2 to the power sigma star. फिर क्या है? व्हाट इज ए लैंग्वेज? लैंग्वेज मीन्स वी आर यूजिंग, वी आर कॉलिंग इट ए प्रॉब्लम. लैंग्वेज इज एनकोडिंग ऑफ ए प्रॉब्लम. 0-1 को लेकर जितना प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है, ऑल पॉसिबल प्रॉब्लम्स, उसका एक सेट अगर तुम बनाओगे, दैट विल बी 2 to the power sigma star. दैट मीन्स ये जो डायग्राम हम बनाए हैं, दिस कंटेन्स ऑल पॉसिबल प्रॉब्लम्स और ऑल पॉसिबल लैंग्वेजेस. ओके, इसको अगर तुम लिखोगे, ये सेट को एक लिखोगे, दैट इज द 2 to the power sigma. उसका जो एलिमेंट है ऑल पॉसिबल लैंग्वेजेस. सेट का जो यूनिवर्सल सेट लिखता है ना, यू वेन डायग्राम, इफ यू कैन रिकॉल, इसको बोलते हैं यू इज द यूनिवर्सल सेट. तो यहाँ पर जो यूनिवर्सल सेट है, दैट इज कॉल्ड 2 to the power sigma. So these concepts will be useful because यहाँ पर एनकोड करके सब 2 to the power sigma star बना दी. हाँ, क्वेश्चंस हम जो लास्ट चैप्टर है ऑटोमेटा थ्योरी, कंप्यूटेबिलिटी थ्योरी में इसको डिटेल फिर से पढ़ेंगे. हाँ, अगर कंप्यूटेबिलिटी हमारा देखते है कि नहीं, अदरवाइज वी विल जस्ट गिव सम कॉन्सेप्ट एटलीस्ट. तो यूजिंग दिस डेफिनेशन, लॉजिकली यू कैन कन्विंस अदर्स दैट टोटल प्रॉब्लम्स जितना है पॉसिबल ओवर ए सिग्मा, ये सब सिग्मा के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. 0-1 को लेकर प्रॉब्लम बाइनरी में, इसको अगर डेसिमल करोगे उसका प्रॉब्लम, सारे सिग्मा अगर सारे गामा पर, उसको लेकर म्यूजिक का प्रॉब्लम, जितना म्यूजिक उसी को ATCG को लेकर जितना जीनोमिक्स का प्रॉब्लम, ऑल एक पर्टिकुलर सिग्मा के ऊपर, उसको 2 to the power sigma star में यू कैन डिफाइन. ओके, उससे which one is computable, which one is not. How many such problems are there? It is finite or infinite. If it is infinite, it is countable or not. Countable means 1 2 3 4 उसके काउंट कर सकता हूँ. Uncountable means you cannot count. ओके, वो भी हम दिखेंगे. उसी और बहुत कुछ है वहाँ पर. How to prove that one problem is undecidable, and is it a requirement to prove that one? You cannot write a program for a problem. You cannot write a software for some problem. So that's a requirement. So if someone will prove that yes, you cannot write a program because that problem is unsolvable or undecidable. So that is a good research. And sometimes under the complexity theory में अगर solvable, easy or hard, ये similar kind of things. So you should not be confused with this. Okay. Hard problem means यहाँ पर solvable, but it would take more time to solve. यहाँ पर complete solution ही नहीं है. That is the difference. Okay. So and you know there are many applications why you are using, because hard problems are required. अभी तो और भी ज्यादा required digital domain में पासवर्ड हैक हो जाएगा. Cryptography is one field, all of you know, network security, where hard problems are widely used. Okay. So otherwise it should take more time to break your code, your password, right? So this is the things which we have discussed, some of the concepts.